And that moment is graduation. But before we give Maverick his certificate for participating and practicing so hard and developing so much, because I've seen tremendous growth in Maverick even before the exam, just in his calmness in a moment like this and his responsiveness to Jared. All right. But I don't want to toot my own whistle. Let Jared toot the whistle with his demonstration. So if we ready to go in all fronts, yep. All right. I'm gonna pull Shadow in, so Shadow in, distracting y'all. Puppies are so observant, trying to figure out. Yeah, figure out the world around her. Oh, oh, oh! Yes, that is food. So with that being said, Jared, you're gonna just to mention. I'm gonna demo for you to remind you. But let me demo with Zena, because Zena know. Should I demo, Pop? Should I demo with an easier dog or a more difficult dog? What do you all choose?
Difficult.
More difficult? All right, cool. Meaning difficult because Shadow doesn't really notice. Zena knows it well. All right? Zena, which dog? Shadow. Place, place, place. Now I'm luring Shadow. Place with the treat and my short leash, so it's a control walk essentially. But I'm saying place, so Shadow comes up on the podium, and then I want to sit, and this is what you guys are going to do. And if your dog gets up, remember the first stay is sit. So if my dog gets up from a sit, I'm not going to say sit again. I'm just going to redirect my dog back in place. Use some sort of reinforcer, whether it's the reward option or if it's some sort of a correction or help. Right? Now I'm going to pull up on the leash and say stay. Step out in front. Again, if my dog gets up on a stay, I'm not going to repeat the sit or the stay. I'm just going to redirect my dog back in position and continue my time. I'm aiming for like 30 seconds. But in this case, I'm going to call Shadow to me. So I don't really need 30 seconds, right? Maybe like 10. So at some point, you're going to say your dog's name and come. Shadow, come. You're going to target them to the center, lure them in, aim for a sit. Shadow, sit. You can say sit one more time once the dog gets there. Good job. And for those of you that have been practicing the swing, Shadow, swing. And sit at your left side in the magic spot. All right. And there's one more thing. And finish. Good job. Now, I forgot something in there, guys, for those of us that want to do a little bonus. So let's show you. Place. Down. Let's go. Yes. Good job. And then go back to your sit. Stay. Remember, if your dog moves, don't repeat the sit or the stay. Just help him back. Come. Come is said once. Right into the sit. Target him to the center of your body. And finish. And I'm going to give you pretty much all of that. Good job. All right, guys. So that's what you can do there, Jared. Whatever amount of that you feel comfortable doing. No pressure, right? Good. And place. Place. You can lure him with the treat. There we go. That's it. A lot easier. Right into that sit. Beautiful. Sometimes the podium could feel a little short to them, and so I may scoot him back a half an inch, and it may help. It may not, it may help. The stay and then a come. So say stay. Apply a little bit of pressure or tension so he doesn't walk forward. Wait for as long as you need to. Call your dog. Beautiful. Right into that sit. And then good job. And if you feel like doing the down now, you could try it.
Down. Good boy.
Back to the sit.
Sit. He's been okay with the swing. He's been okay with the swing.
That's it. And big praise. He did excellent, man. Excellent. Good job, man. Good job. Big praise. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So I'm going to take this moment now.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm gonna put Shadow away.
Mom, you graduate today?
Let's go. You got a task on your hands. You got 2 dogs to hold. But I can show you how to do it. All right. Hold the short leash is your savior.
Okay.
Hold it short.
Oh, no, Zena's okay.
Hold it short, but short just in case, because she go and play with her sister.
Oh, yeah.
See that? So short leash.
It's time for you to graduate.
All right.
Place. Place.
Good.
You could do it.
That's it.
Good boy. Sit.
That's it.
Good boy.
Yeah, yep, exactly. I got to get some double wide. All right. Short leash with Zena, because they can give you a run for your money now. They can get excited. Or go for a walk or just have fun. Whatever works.
Cheese.
Maverick.
Miles, you paying attention?
Yeah, everyone will have whistle.
Pay attention to the mamas.
Whistle, mommy, whistle.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Mr.
All
Stubbs.
right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You,
Real
bro.
talk. Yes,
Awesome
sir.
work, okay?
Respect. Thank
Awesome.
you. What you got?
If you guys continue to these routines, you're gonna gradually go from on to off leash. You just get better at each one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a little quiz earlier, just before a break. I want to see if anybody got it. What are the four different types of training environments? Anybody? Okay. Let's see if we could get that together. The easiest training environment, of course, would be someplace one-on-one, right? Just you and your dog in a quiet space. That's how you're going to introduce all of your commands. So every command that we've ever discussed in class, you teach them to your dog in a quiet space, one-on-one, with very little, pretty much zero distractions. You know, picture like a white wall in a white room with just you and your dog, that type of vibe. All right? So, of course, the second most difficult training environment, or the second training environment where you're going to introduce commands to your dog, would be that same quiet space but with distractions. That could be just a TV. That could be a sibling running around, another dog. That could be the TV on, right? But it's not as quiet anymore, although it's isolated. It's in your house, in your room, in your yard, in the backyard, you know, something like that. Number three, so if you guys follow the train of where I'm going, what would be number three? If the first two were private,
In the road.
public, in public, right? But of course, in public, you wouldn't want to have a difficult training environment. Keep this short. You don't have no tension. You wouldn't want to have it, and you don't want to wrap it around your hand, in your hand. All right, Jared, I usually don't put it around because I'm preparing to switch up for relaxation. All right, so the third type of training environment, shorter. All right, the third type of training environment is a public space with distractions, right? So that would be kind of like this environment right here, right? This is a public space, meaning you ain't home, you're in public, although we're in a private yard, but you're in a public space away from home, and we have a fair amount of distractions in this yard. So this wouldn't be the space to introduce a new command, right? You introduce that in training environment number one. You practice your commands up the line. All right, so anybody, and this will qualify for the quiz or for the reward. Who can figure out what the last training environment is, if the first three I just covered? So the fourth one would be public with a lot of distractions, all right? And guys, that's super important for your practicing. You're going to put in about 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day with each command, with each exercises. If you need a number for how many repetitions you need, think about 10. If I could get 10 sits a day, 10 downs a day, 10 stays a day, etc., 10 fetches, you know, whatever, find it, whatever command you're working on. Fetch, whatever, right? Excellent. So I want to thank you all for coming. All the best, and I look forward to seeing you all in January.
Thank you, Mr. Stubbs.
You're welcome.
Happy New
Really
Year.
All right.
enjoyable set of classes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Great
it.
company too, Mr. Hall.
All right.
Nice meeting you, Frappe.
All right, awesome.
Nice meeting you, Leah.
Nice meeting you.
Hey, what's up? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.